For super crispy roast potatoes, I've cut up some potatoes. I'll just show you, they're quite small. I just thought, I started this and I thought I should film it. So I've cut potatoes up quite small. They've gone into boiling salted water, and I'm going to boil those, or simmer them, for 10 minutes until they're just soft on the outside, enough that I can rough them up a bit. You'll see what I mean by roughing them up a bit. Just a note on that, the rule of thumb is usually that you put root vegetables in cold water and bring it to the boil, and anything that grows above the ground you put into boiling water and cook it to your taste. Obviously I'm breaking the rule here because I don't want to put them into cold water. I won't be able to gauge how soft they are. Well, I could if I, whatever. I just cheat on this one. I put them in and I set a timer for 10 minutes. The other ingredient you're going to need is duck fat or goose fat. This is the thing that makes them super crispy. This stage is good to get done ahead of time if you possibly can, and if it's Christmas you can even get this stage done the day before, and then you just finish them off in the oven. The reason being, the drier they are and all the steam comes off, they will be crispier. I think I got it all in there. Now I'll show you what I mean by roughing up. I have drained the water off the potatoes. I'm going to put a lid on it. And rough them up. Can you see? It's that gorgeous rough edges that are going to help them be super crunchy. Now, if you don't want to make this bit ahead of time, another way that you can sort of speed the dissipation of the steam is if you put a tea towel over it. That will help absorb all of the excess liquid and steam. I'm actually just going to leave mine aside until I'm ready to cook them, which isn't going to be for a couple of hours. So happy days. Time to get the potatoes roasting. The oven is preheated to 220 degrees centigrade. My duck fat is actually lovely and soft because I've left it out at room temperature. You want plenty. Look, I'm just going to pour it on. Don't hold back. And just put this in the oven for a couple of minutes so that the tray gets really hot. The secret to these potatoes is just having everything really hot. So the pan has been warmed up in the oven. The oil is the fat is bubbling. I have actually just put it on a low light because I want everything to stay hot before it goes in the oven. Tip in your potatoes. They need to go in a pan where they can be all, flattened out and separate, so not piled high. Give them all a bit of a coat in the duck fat. There we go, I can hear it sizzling. No salt at this stage. There was salt in the water when you cooked them. We will season them with sea salt when they come out the oven. It'll just be some black pepper. So I'm just going to give that a nice shake so they're smooth in the pan. Good grinding of black pepper, and then in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. You can turn them over halfway through if they need it. I'm just separating them out. Okay, that's it. So one of the things with crispy roast potatoes is they should be the last thing that you cook. So if you're doing a full roast, for example, when your chicken or your beef or your lamb are resting, and it's perfectly fine for them to rest for 20 to 30 minutes, that's when you whack the temperature up, get your potatoes in, and everything will come together. Potatoes are done. I'm removing them with a spider strainer so all the fat can stay in the pan. These are my favorite bits. Oh, that's hot. The really gnarly bits. A very generous sprinkling of sea salt. Give it a shake. There they are. I think these are better than chips.